In this video, we will be going over setting up a new workspace and creating your first process. To set up a new workspace, you will hit New Workspace in the configuration home for your client. You'll enter a workspace name. In this case, we will be using the name example workspace, and then a description. Your new workspace will then appear, and you can enter it by hitting the arrow. To create a new process, once again, we will be hitting the New Process button in the corner. You'll give it a name, a description, and then you'll be able to select application or automation. For this video, we will be selecting an automation. You'll then be prompted to enter a code value. In most cases, you will be able to just hit next. You can also upload a JSON export of a process on this step. For the sake of setting up your first process, you can skip this. You can then add your first step within the process. In this case, we'll put a register file step as the first step in this process. Here's what you will initially see when you first complete these steps. To add a new step, you can hit the Add Step button. You'll be shown the same form as before. To add any variables that you may want to include in the process, you can hit the Variables button on the side and then enter a variable name. After you enter a name for the variable, you will then be shown this form. We can add in a constant value to the example string that has been created. We can also update the variable to be a connection string, an external input, a password, a process flow output, and another variable. The Properties tab will show information about the process. You can update the logging to show more information or less information on each run. You can enable the reset, send an email on success, and add in emails separated by comma, like so, into the provided text box below. The same goes for sending failure emails, creating issues on errors, and lastly, you can send the errors to Conduit support by clicking the last box. You can schedule your process to run by hitting the schedule button. You can configure it to run on regular intervals, or weekly, monthly, daily, or yearly intervals. You can get the RESTful API information by hitting the REST API button on the sidebar. Included is request information and response information. You can import and export the process by clicking on the JSON button and then hitting the import or export process. Exporting the process allows you to download the file here. You can run your process by hitting Run Now, and that's what needs to be known to get started with processes in Conduit.